Hi Spartans, it's Mr. Houston. I'm here to talk to you guys about your new summer reading assignment. Now, I'd like to use this opportunity to talk about some of the books that I would really recommend and that I'd like to read this summer or am in the process of reading right now. And the first one is by one of my favorite authors, and his name is Jason Reynolds. And the book that I'm recommending by him is called Look Both Ways. And it captures one day's walk home from school in 10 chapters. And each chapter tells its own story. It's a block on the way home, and there's some sort of drama as he weaves a funny and thoughtful look at the detours that we face on our walk home from school daily. And now the next book that I want to recommend is called Triple Threat by Mike Lupica. If you've read any of Mike Lupica's books before, you know that Triple Threat is going to be fast-paced, it's going to have some sports action, but it'll also have some life lessons in there as well. And this book is about 12-year-old Alex, who struggles to overcome stereotypes as she fights for a spot on her school's football team. That sounds awesome. I am definitely going to read that this summer, and my daughter Claire is going to read that as well. Next book recommendation, Black Brother, which takes on race relations and the school-to-prison pipeline. When 12-year-old Dante is framed for a crime, he must overcome adversity and racism to master the art of fencing to challenge the school bully to a competition. That sounds great. And the last one I want to recommend is Endling by Katherine Applegate, who brought us the one and only Ivan. Endling is a fantasy adventure that you can get lost in, and it tells the story of Bix, who is the youngest member of her pack. Believed to possess remarkable abilities, her mythical dog-like species has been hunted to near extinction in the war-torn kingdom of Nadara. After her pack is hunted down and killed, Bix fears she may be the last of her species. So those are my recommendations for this summer reading. But remember, you get to choose what you will read. It should, however, be appropriate in length and in difficulty and in content as well. So maybe talk it over with your parents. Now, let's take a look at the actual assignment. Come with me now. So here we are on the TOIS summer reading bingo assignment. And you got to it one of two places. You either got this assignment from your ELA teacher from the 2019 to 2020 school year, or you got it off of the website, the oceanschools.org website. And if you got it off of the oceanschools.org website, what you'll have to do to edit it is you'll have to go to File, then Make a Copy. This is because it'll be view only as posted on the website. If you got it from Google Classroom, though, a copy will be made for you automatically. All right, let's take a look at the assignment and see what we have to do to complete our summer reading assignment. So it's based on the game of bingo, which makes it really fun. And let's just go over the rules really quickly. You play bingo by completing the squares on the board to make bingo. So you need 5 in a row. It can be horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. The only exception is you can do all the corners and the center block as well. Now, every single student must complete the center box, the golden box in the middle. This box says that you must read your book and write one journal response in the box on the slideshow. And that really is the most essential part of this entire assignment. And then direction number 3, each square on the board is either a book to read or an activity to complete. Reading a book and writing one journal entry is required. Complete the other activities for fun and to win prizes. Mark your squares by dragging a red dot on top of the square, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. All students who complete at least one bingo, so that's 5 in a row, whether vertically, horizontally, diagonally, or the corners and the center, will receive a small prize, and you're going to be entered into a raffle to win a grand prize, which will be announced. For each thing that you do, you're supposed to submit a small piece of evidence. That'll only take a moment, and I'll show you how to do that as well. And you're going to submit this Google slide to your English teacher in September, your new English teacher. So let's talk about choosing a book. I already recommended 4 titles that I thought were good, but really this year is about you picking a book that you find interesting, the appropriate level of challenging, so it shouldn't be too easy, and it should be a new book to you. There's lists of recommended books at the end of this presentation, and I've recommended some as well. But maybe you have a better idea of what's a better fit for you. So we encourage you to talk it over with your parents and find the right book for you. And the journal entries, this goes without saying really, but we are going to say it. It has to be your own original work. It can't be plagiarized. It can't be copied and pasted from the internet. We want to know what you think about the book. That is the point of this exercise, to have you engage in the reading and the thinking about the reading, because it's so important. Where to find books online. So here are a lot of resources right in the slide for where you can find these books for free online. For instance, the National Emergency Library probably has all the titles that I've recommended, or most of them, and it probably has the ones under the slide as well. For more information on that, I created a whole book on a whole video on accessing ebooks, and it's on my YouTube channel. So please take a look at that if you're wondering how to get these books for free. Okay, here's the bingo board. And one thing I'm noticing is that to play it, I can't be presenting it. So I'm currently presenting it. I'm gonna get out of presentation mode, and now you're gonna see I have my chips all over, and I can slide them to make a bingo. So everyone will slide theirs here once they read and do the journal article. And then to get a bingo, you would have to do something like, for instance, this one directly to the left of the center says, relax in a comfy spot and read. I love that. Maybe a hammock or a treehouse, something like that. Okay, so this is the bingo board, and basically as you go, you slide your bingo pieces over, and this is what you're going to end up submitting, this presentation. You'll submit this to your new ELA teacher. So that's how that works. The journal response for the center piece is based on one of these prompts: plot and structure, character, symbols, title, theme, connected to the story or book, or the nonfiction prompt. So you do not have to do all of them. You pick one for the journal response and read the bullets. It'll give you an idea of what they're looking for as far as a thoughtful response. So that is for the center square, and you would write your response in the following slide. And finally, slide 8 is for all your other evidence. So if you're reading in the hammock, maybe you just take your Chromebook, or maybe you take your phone, or mom or dad takes their phone and they snap a picture of you reading in your hammock, and that would go right in here, photo or written description. And then you could put next to the activity that you put your chip under, read in a relaxing spot, and then a picture of you there. So that's how you would win the prizes. And it's just like a lot of fun and an engaging way to do your work. So I hope you guys find some great books, and I hope that everybody stays safe and healthy over the summer. And so long and good luck. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me or Mr. Schwartz, and we'll try to help you guys out with that. Bye.